asking. Okay, my name is Ramona Prater. I am a personality here at 105.9 KISS FM. I do the news, traffic, and weather in the Tom Joyner Morning Show, as well as my own show called the F Club Radio Show. It's heard weekdays from 4 to 6 on AM 1200 WCHB. I've been in this business about, 8 years in radio, and about 20 years overall. I started in television, and I've been in advertising agencies. I've worked in almost every area of media, so radio is my final frontier so far.
What inspires you to enter into the radio?
I'll start like this. I got in radio by accident because I was talking to a radio program director about an idea for a collaboration between the radio and the television station I was working at. I was working for NBC at the time. And while I was speaking, she's just, at the end of my spiel about this idea I wanted to do, she says to me, have you ever worked in radio? And we're going to do a new morning show because Tom Joyner is leaving. At the time, he was on Clear Channel. And she said, I want to call you about a new morning show. And I thought she was kidding. So I took the card and said, okay, I was already working. And 2 weeks later, she called me, and we had lunch. And the rest, as they say, is history. I started the business and never turned back. I left television for radio at that time.
So, what motivates you about Detroit at this point in time, as far as like the economy-wise and the whole motivation to believe and rebuild?
Well, that would have to. Well, I'll put it like this: I am motivated about Detroit, but I'm really motivated about people who think like me. And that I think the problem with Detroit is not the location. We have a great hunk of real estate. We're located across an international waterway. But I think the apathy of people have set in. And people want, Detroit has this mentality that a lot of people in Detroit that things should be given to them without any work. And that's because of the auto industry. I think coming in, you can make $90,000 without having an education. And now that that is gone, people are used to making a whole bunch for nothing, but they're not prepared to do anything else. And so that is, to me, the poison of Detroit. What makes me want to keep moving forward is by radio, by having the microphone, I can try to change, hopefully, the mentality of people. Stop expecting something for nothing. With the unions, if you were at the plant, you could smoke weed, you could kill people if you want to, and you could still keep your job because of the unions. But this is a blue-collar city that we're in. So a great many people who live here have this mentality that they're not giving me my check, they're not giving me what I, but you have to work for stuff. And so that era was gone. 30 years or 40 years of that plant mentality still with us, generation after generation, but we have to relearn, rethink what it is to be an entrepreneur, to be somebody who's innovative and creative and create your own road. Stop expecting people to give you anything. Whatever it is you want in life, you're gonna have to forge forward and do it yourself. And hopefully being on the radio, having my own show, speaking to people about what they are empowered to do, how they can change their own life, is my mission in life and why I'm still here.
Okay. One last question real quick. How do you contribute to your community?
And if I can contribute anything to my community, I hope I contribute the sense of identity, that before we put on everybody else's name, we should find out who we are first. When you know who you are, you can walk around naked and be comfortable and happy. And hopefully I contribute that to my society. Stop faking, Detroit. Find out who you are and then be that to the best of your ability.
All right. And then, what is your experience in 105.9?
I tell you this, I love radio because it's less formal than television. Coming from television, we had to wear, a certain dress. We had to have a certain je ne sais quoi about us in television. It was television. It's the Barbara Walters, Walter Cronkite industry. I like radio, and television, by the way, is changing now too, but radio is more about personality. If I had to, tell a student what radio is like, you're conveying the same information as a lot of other people, but the way you do it uniquely. And if you relate to people, I think relatability creates ratings, which also creates revenue. That's my own formula, all my R's. So if you relate, you create ratings, people listen to you, and then it creates money, just revenue. So I think we shouldn't listen to if you're trying to be a radio personality or an artist, you shouldn't listen to everybody so you can sound like Bushman or sound like Shorty the Prince or sound like somebody else. Sound like yourself and perfect your craft. Whatever is uniquely you, you do that. Whatever phrases that are uniquely your phrases, use them, because they'll become catchphrases because it's your personality. And I love that about radio. It allows you to be who you are.
Your code 313-259-2000, and you'll ask for promotions, but I'm pretty sure they'll give you a call when it gets closer to the date.
Okay, ask for promotion.
Uh-huh.
And they should give me a call first. Though.
Yeah, they'll give you a call first because the tickets aren't in the house because it's not until October.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you keep listening. I'm going to play you back over the radio after you hear Miguel Quickie.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
so much.
you're welcome. I appreciate you listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yo, it's your fly girl Paige Young from Hot 102.7 Midday, mommy. All right, you can check me out 10 to 2 on Hot and 6 to 10 on Saturdays, right? Monday through Friday, 10 to 2.
Good.
Okay, how I got started, I actually used to be a high school reporter at WJMB. And then I went to Western Michigan and got my film degree in broadcasting. And then came back. I used to be an intern, so I would go travel back and forth to Western. And then I was interning promotions, found out that, dang, you can actually get on the air. So I found out my way to get into the studio. And then my mom always told me, you got to get cool with everybody in the building. You got to know the ins and outs, the people that clean the building. And I got so cool with the cleaning company that I would come in here and play DJ in the middle of the night. And now I done told on myself. And I would come in, because I didn't have a key card. So I would come in and work the board. So I taught myself how to do it. So then, and I would just work every day. I was already in promotions, so I would come in at 6 in the morning, do hits with Kool-Aid, and then work in promotions, do van hits, and then come here and do the 6 to 10 show every single day. And I worked Monday through Sunday, and Keith told me, if this is what you really want to do, you'll sleep here. And I took it literally. So I spent the night in the back, like, okay, I spend the night here if you want to work. Mm-hmm. And so then I just did that every day until I got my foot in the door. And so, you need money when you coming out of college and introduced to the real world. So had a degree, got my teaching certificate, and just said, I'll go teach preschool in the midst of doing this. I saw my OPD in the club and was just Long Island in the hand, begging her, like, please. I just really want to do this. Just give me a break. She was like, have your resume to me by Monday. And so I ran like 30 copies. And I had my homegirl put one on her desk. I put one on her door. I put one on her seat. And I was just giving it to her every single day. I came up here like, I just wanted to drop you off one. I give her 5 a day. And then that Thursday, she called me like, can you come in? I was here. And then that's all I needed. And so I started out producing the Tom Joyner Morning Show. And then, kept doing air checks every single day, working with her. What do I need to do to get on the air? I quit teaching, and by October, I was on the air. So September to October, and then I sat in for the middays. And then by February, I ended up getting a midday permanently. But it was a climb going there because I would do, I switched over to Ricky Smiley producing his show. And so I worked from 5:30 until I held the midday. And then I went over to CHB, did some shows that way. And then I worked promotions till 7:30. So from 5:30 to 7:30, and I still worked Monday through Sunday on air. So I worked every single day to get this spot permanently in February. So it's not I just came in here, got cool with the people, and hopped on air. It was since 2007 interning here to do it for free. If this is something that you love and that you're passionate about, you'll do it for free. And I don't take it for granted today, because if they told me to work the board over there, I would sweep the floor to be in here. So I never take it for granted, and I know that it's a million people that want to do what I do every single day. So I'm thankful. It's a blessing for everybody who believed in me and gave me an opportunity. I'm so grateful, and I promise that I'm going to work 10 times harder to be the best. I'm great today, but I'm going to be even better tomorrow. I can promise that. Well, I think as far as I'm concerned, when I was mentioning the show prep, I'm finding a lot of things that are going on in the city that don't take as much fundage, or things that are coming here now, as far as the Somerset collection that'll be here, I think, the 28th of this month, which is good because now we'll actually have somewhat of a mall in the city. So there's a lot of things. There'll be free ice cream days, 7-Eleven Slurpees, or stuff that's like that you may not know that's going on in the city, but I'm exposing people to that.
How do you contribute to your community?
I come in here every day and make sure that I'm giving you something. I'm giving you information about what's going on. I want to be a positive influence to your child because I know that they're looking up to me. It's the same as when I got exposed to radio, and that's the life I want to live, you know. So I want to make sure that I'm being a positive role model, and that's it. Just staying busy.
Right.
Like I said, you have to be out. You know, so.
You gotta be. Voice of the people, Kaziana.
Any last remarks?
And even
I just want a quick fix up in your mix, miss. Send me your wish list, I have you addicted. So mommy, come hit this. I don't wanna be loved, I don't wanna be loved. I just want a quickie, no bite marks, no scratches, and no hickey.